Becoming a landlord for the first time is both exciting and overwhelming. It's a big step toward financial independence, but it comes with responsibilities and challenges that many people don't fully anticipate. Managing a rental property isn't just about collecting rent. It's about finding the right tenants, maintaining the property, and making smart business decisions to ensure long-term success. Here are 10 crucial steps to help you landlord your first rental property effectively. Choose a property within 25 miles of your residence. When buying your first rental property, one of the smartest decisions you can make is choosing a home that is within a reasonable driving distance from where you live. Ideally, your rental should be within 25 miles of your home. This makes it easier to manage, inspect, and address tenant issues without having to rely heavily on a property manager or third-party service. Many first-time landlords make the mistake of buying a property in a different city or even another state, believing they can manage everything remotely. However, distance can lead to many issues, including delayed repairs, miscommunication with tenants, and difficulty in responding to emergencies. Being close to your property gives you better control and helps you ensure that everything runs smoothly. Use micro-marketing to find tenants. One of the biggest challenges in landlording is finding reliable tenants. While many people use online platforms like Craigslist, Zillow, or Facebook Marketplace, these platforms are often overcrowded and your listing might not stand out. A more effective way is to use micro-marketing techniques, such as bandit signs. Small signs placed in high-traffic areas near your property that advertise the rental. Check local laws before using bandit signs, as some areas prohibit them. Combining online platforms with targeted local marketing is often the best approach. This strategy is often used in real estate wholesaling and works exceptionally well because it directly targets people looking for housing in that neighborhood. Additionally, local bulletin boards, word of mouth, and even nearby businesses can help spread the word. The key is to market in the area where your rental is located instead of relying only on online platforms that attract applicants from far away. Require an online application. Once potential tenants show interest, it's important to have a streamlined application process. An online application is a great way to make this step easier and more professional. It allows you to collect important details about the tenant, such as their employment history, rental history, and references, before meeting them in person. An online application also serves another purpose. It filters out people who aren't serious or responsible enough to follow basic instructions. If someone refuses to fill out an application or gives incomplete information, that could be an early red flag that they may not be the best tenant. Conduct a thorough background check. A background check is one of the most important steps in selecting a tenant. Many landlords skip this step because they either feel bad about running a check or think it's unnecessary. However, failing to check a tenant's history can lead to serious problems down the road. You should always check for any criminal records, evictions, or previous issues with landlords. While minor offenses or very old records may not always be a deal breaker, it's crucial to be aware of a tenant's background. Additionally, searching for their name on Google and checking their social media profiles can provide valuable insight into their lifestyle and habits. For example, if someone claims they don't have pets, but their Instagram is full of pictures of a large dog, that could be a problem if your lease has a no-pet policy. Establish a clear pet policy. Speaking of pets, this is an area where many landlords struggle. Pets can be a great companion for tenants, but they can also cause damage to your property. If you do decide to allow pets, it's best to have a clear policy in place. A common approach is to allow only small pets, typically under 35 pounds, and to charge a non-refundable pet deposit. This helps cover any potential damages caused by the pet. Additionally, meeting the pet before approving the tenant is a good idea. A calm, well-trained dog is very different from a destructive one that might tear up carpets or scratch walls. If you choose not to allow pets, make sure this rule is clear in the lease agreement so there's no confusion later on. Verify employment and income stability. A tenant's ability to pay rent on time is one of the most important factors to consider. That's why verifying their employment and income is crucial. Many landlords make the mistake of taking a tenant's word for it, but it's always best to double-check. Ask for pay stubs, tax returns, or an employment verification letter from their employer. A stable job history of at least a year is a good sign that the tenant has a steady source of income. Be cautious if a tenant claims to be self-employed but can't provide proof of consistent income. In these cases, requesting bank statements can help verify their financial stability. Perform a video walkthrough before move-in. One of the best ways to protect yourself as a landlord is to document the condition of the property before a tenant moves in. Doing a video walkthrough is the most effective method. Simply walk through the home, recording everything, and mention the date and time. This video serves as proof of the property's condition before the tenant moves in. If any damages occur later, you can refer back to the video to determine if the tenant is responsible. It's also a good idea to send the video to the tenant and have them acknowledge it in writing so there are no disputes later. Clarify lease terms up front. A clear lease agreement is essential for avoiding misunderstandings. The standard lease term for a rental property is 1 year, and it's best to stick to this unless you have a specific reason for offering a shorter term. Your lease should clearly outline the rent amount, due date, late fees, maintenance responsibilities, and pet policies. It's also a good idea to specify how rent should be paid. Online payments through a portal are the easiest and most secure method. Avoid accepting cash as it's harder to track and can lead to disputes. Do not negotiate with tenants. Once you've set your rent price and policies, stick to them. Some tenants may try to negotiate rent reductions, lower security deposits, or delayed payments, but it's important to stay firm. If you start making exceptions, tenants will continue to push boundaries, which can lead to financial losses. For example, if a tenant asks for a discount in exchange for doing small repairs, it might seem like a fair trade at first. However, if they later fail to fix something properly or start demanding more discounts, you could end up losing money. Consistency is key to running a rental business successfully. Never reveal you are the owner. One of the smartest tricks in landlording is to present yourself as the property manager instead of the owner. This creates a professional boundary and makes it easier to enforce rules. If tenants know you're the owner, they might try to negotiate rent reductions, late payments, or exceptions to lease terms. However, if you act as the property manager, you can always refer back to company policies and avoid personal confrontations. This technique also makes it easier to evict problem tenants if necessary, as they won't take it personally against you. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button so more people can see it. And if you're serious about building your rental business, subscribe and turn on notifications because I've got a lot more real estate tips coming your way. Need expert guidance on your rental property? Visit my website in the description box below to book a one-on-one consultation with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.